Hey there everyone, welcome to the video here on the channel. I haven't paused this up, good. Welcome to Dresden to Chemnitz. This is a route we did that way in one of the video swingers, one of those things, and it was a really stressy route to run. We're going to run it the other way now. We've got a loaded car train with the Vectron leading. As you can see, it's a pretty long train. The end of it is out the other end of the station. So what we'll do, we'll get ourselves set up to go and do a bit more talking when we are on the move. Sprung my loco brake on, which I've got fully applied now. Cool, got a headlight set up. Of interest. Which language does Vectron speak? So you've got German, Austrian, Swiss, French. I think that NL, we're going to see that on the Dutch route when that comes out. Belgian, Polish, Czech, Swedish, Slovak, Hungarian, Croatian, Belarusian, Romanian, Bulgarian. I think that's like the full range it does, which is quite cool. So what we'll do, we're going to really quickly cut in our safety systems. And we're going to get ready to go places and do things, I guess. So, reverses forward, 2T2. Now, the one other thing I'm going to do, because obviously this... we'll take a 60 out of here. There we go. I'm going to let the brake off. I always stand up by accident because I've been driving the RWA Taurus today. Got no idea which order this is going to come out in, but you now know which video I've just recorded. And that, obviously, to unlock the throttle, you have to press E, so I'm going to be standing up a lot today. It's crazy how hard this train finds it to pick it up, isn't it? So, we're getting spin at that speed. Let's just close the throttle fully. Wait for all the traction to die off. Because you can see we are on level ground, but we've got a heavy train on. Brake cylinders are now finally fully released. Got trains moving around us, which is what that noise is. Yeah, it was that swinger there. I'm basically advancing at about 10% at a time. Little inputs of power. We've used 3 kilowatt hours of electricity we haven't even moved yet. It's quite fun, that, isn't it? As a concept. 45%. So 45%, and we're stable. We've got 180 kilonewtons of power being put to the wheels, and we're not spinning yet. Oh no, we are slowly picking up. There we go. So I'm gonna. 58% is I know where we can come back to. So let's just try and jab further. Because now that we're moving. So yeah, using 50. Yeah, you got that is we are on that limit of traction adherence. Oh, sorry, that sort of limit of adherence. Yeah, that all gets left the way it is. Yeah, that is braking power, which we don't care about. I'm gonna jump out of that. But yeah, you can see. Oh, we go. This honestly, in this scenario, I usually struggle to get the train to pick up the cargo on it. Yep, RWA Vectron, RWA Taurus, sorry. Oh, cool. This doesn't have the mid-L in the cab. So this can't go into Czech railways. Unless it's like in a formation with a different cab leading. Oh, a different Vectron on the front. Because it doesn't have the safety systems for it. So, straight ahead. Got power on. Panic hit Q, then space. Okay, we'll put a bit more throttle in. Crazy how much power we put down though, isn't it? Also, nope. Just gonna have to judge our spacing here. We are a 698 metre train, cool. 100, but we're at 78.6 now. So to go up to 100, 78.6 plus 700, or 78.6 is 79, 79.3, basically the acceleration point. You can see we've not even pulled the train out of the main line yet. We barely have. When we hit the 2.4 twist, I'll take it now. I'll take 100 now, because by the time we hit 80, which is the line speed on the main line, we'll be there. So again, you can see we're pulling the rear end of the train through. But actually, you know, we are through that 100 limit, which is back there. So yeah, full power now. Really let the Vectron pull now. We've got only 1,100 tons on the drawbar, so this isn't actually that much. I don't genuinely wonder why it struggles to pick the train up that much. I don't know if it's just because the brakes take so long to release, because it's such a long train. It'd be interesting to figure that out. Because I've pulled heavier freight, but this is the first time I managed to get this far in this scenario. I want to do it on the tracks, but I always end up getting myself caught out. So, quick capture of the Vectron. From right to left, this is your shunt station for controls. Horns, door controls, so you can do door open and close from here. So you'd open that window, poke your head out and to close the doors. Forward, back, throttle, brake. Down here, two-tone horn. Uh-oh. That was dumb. I just slammed the loco brake on there by accident, caught it with my hand. Master key, so you turn that on, then you enable the decks by pressing that button there. Reverse is set to forward, neutral or reverse. Overcharge on the brakes. This is basically showing us the state of our train. So this is how much brake we've got in the cylinders. So how much we've got no pressure in the cylinders, which is fine because we've got the brakes released. In the reservoir we've got a 5 bar, which is a full brake release. I'm confusing. Basically, we've got a full brake release on 5 bars, so we need to not care about. This is showing us total tractive effort. This is showing us the tractive effort across all 4 traction motors. We are at the milepost, 110, so we've got 700 meters. So I'm going to count that actually as 76. So at 75.3 we can accelerate again, up to 110, and then 120. We are going to just stay at 110 with this freight train because this is sort of the fastest it would go, which is about 70 miles an hour. Hopefully, I don't have to reconfigure the PCB tiles to do that because I can never remember which way around it is. 75.0, that'll do me. That is well into it. Again, we're just going to let the train power. Out of interest, mid-afternoon, the shadows are really sharp in this route. I think it's because I've got autumn set now. I've been doing a lot of summer recording because I always like driving in the summer because it's just a nice time of year to be on the railway. But yeah, so far we've regenerated 9 hours, kilowatt hours, and we've used 266. Insane! We've actually passed the 120 here as well. But yeah, like I said, we said we'd stay at 110. We stay at 110 till 72.5. It's about a kilometre and a bit. Look how much we've regenerated 10% of our power already, though. Again, the regeneration. Now, I trust it a lot more on here than I do on the Taurus, but you can see how quickly that's climbing. 73.2. We've got 72. So there's our warning. We've got no PZB post associated with that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do it now and just drop it down to that 100. Just want to see how this train brakes. Because we are slight downgrade. Well, downgrade. And then we go to a 90 and 5k. So we get some slow bits. This is quite a... you can see why they use the tilting trains on this section. There's a hundo. There's the 90 warning. And no warnings again there. So, because we've leveled off a little bit here with the track, right? Yeah, it's actually climbing slightly. I'm going to wait until about now. And then put the 90 in. Just hear the train sort of as it. It's all rheostatic braking at this speed, which is lovely. We're going to go into photo mode and take a screenshot. I plan to only do this run once. If I have to do it multiple times, I'll be sad. It's quite an... And there's the 90, and we're... Again, I'm not fighting anyone over a kilometre an hour. Be interesting to see how much power we regenerate. I think it's an overall descent, this route. Dresden to Chemnitz. What's the actual name of the route? I'm just trying to find the route profile for this route. But I can't. AT warning, which is magneted. I'm just going to drop it down at the kilometre mark. I'm in a freight train. No one cares about a minute here or there. Okay, so yeah, we only had basically a kilometre and a half for the 120 segment. There's no point accelerating beyond 80 there. We do go up to a 90 at the 66 marker though. For those of you wondering how I'm doing this, there were some book of our plans released to the Train Sim community website. They are super handy if you just want to try and drive a route without the HUD. It basically simulates in a PDF document what would appear on this screen here, which would be my Ebola screen. I'm going to turn that off actually, just because I don't see the point of having it on at the moment. But it'll be my Ebola screen. Uh-oh. Bit of a stutter. Anyway. But yeah. This is an insanely long train. Let's just go ahead and just enjoy the cruise bar here, eh? As should all proper train drivers. No, fuck that. Hang on. Proper train driver mode has to be enabled for this to work successfully. You saw what I was attempting there. 66.6 is our milepost. 66.0 is where we see our 90. We could probably go straight to the 100 there, just in terms of... It's about 500 meters. No, I'm going to stage it up as I should. Crazy seeing our tractive efforts here. So we've used 300. We've regenerated about half the power we've actually used. Shows how insane regen brakes are, doesn't it? 100. I've double tapped there, so it should give us a mic, which will be the acceleration cue. Otherwise, if it doesn't, which it probably won't, we are looking for 65. Yeah, so it's... Yeah, it's not done, but I'm just going to take it because, again, going off that, I know we can. Up to the 90 we go. And the 120 acceleration point. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow, we didn't re-accelerate in time. 120 comes in. 100 comes in, sorry. At 65.5. We're at 60. Oh, we are well. I'm confusing myself with this. I actually need to do that. So yeah, we are now allowed to run at 100. Yeah. And 100 is 110 actually is where we can go to now, which is always good fun. There we go, power in. So I'm now... We're going to have a 120 post at 64.9, but we've got the 80 warning there, which I shall acknowledge. And that kicks in at 61 straight. So I was a bit late on my pull away there. I apologise for that profusely. But oh well. We get to regenerate a bit more. And then at 60.3 we go back up to 90 again. It is very bouncy, this route, in terms of speeds. .2 mile post, so we are 100 meters through on 90. So at 56.6 is when we can accelerate further. No, 59.6. Apologies. I'm getting my head running, but that's where we can go faster, and we go up to a 90 here for this segment. And throttled up, powered up. Let's rock. And at the 55.0 mile marker, we go up to 110 for 3k. So for for 2.7 by the time we accelerated, by the time our trains cleared it, for 1.7 by the time we've allowed for braking distance, so got a mile to accelerate, which, as you can see based on how we're performing today, not massive. So we're actually climbing back up now, but it is quite a fun little run, this. As you can see, we've got quite the way. Bear in mind, we go all the way to there, pretty much. It's just showing it on a map. It goes a... Do I still go the other way? I've not driven one of those for ages in route learning video. That's part of my problem, is I have that much... I love, like, variety in stock. But, yeah. I am rather bad at ensuring I use varied stock. So I did hear a mick. There's our 90 post. That he's not supposed to be here. Oh, okay, that's just... It's not a speed change. It's just a reminder post. Probably because there's some junctions there, so it's like if you come out the main line, it's, hey, this is a 90. It's very curvy, this. There's our 100, coming around the curve. I understand why, if you actually had the controls down for the retail swing unit, I can't remember the number of it, I'm sorry. If you had that down, why this would be a really fun route to drive. I just don't have them down, so it's really stressful. Because, you know, on a voyage, it's like you're leaning into the curves. It's like West Coast Main Line. Sort of lean into the curves and get up and go. And it's quite cool in that sense. I recently found a bootleg of that. I don't condone bootlegs, but it's an old run, and I paid to see it twice and paid for really expensive seats. And it's been stuck in my head. I'm allowed to enjoy myself every now and again. You can see the track effort goes back in for the braking application. Immediately throwing power back into the overheads like there's no tomorrow. And of course, 53, yeah, we're well into 100 now. Come on. Yeah, we're at 100 now, which is fine. And then we 51.3, so 56 is where we can go up to 110 again. Again, the rheostatics, just, we're putting so much power back. Okay, it's like, probably by the time we sort of stop and stuff, it'll be about 20%, which is still really cool. I'm just going to say it, it's really cool. It proves as well that, you know, the regenerative braking capability for electric stock is a large chunk of what makes it so much more environmentally friendly, right? You do dynamic braking on a diesel, which you can do, but that power, the power you've generated goes nowhere. It basically gets turned into heat and gets thrown overboard. Whereas, the power we're generating here, okay, some of it will get wasted as heat. So again, just a reminder post by the looks of things. But it's still really cool. Got about 5k, well, about 4k until I need to brake again. But yeah. And the thing is, we could probably idle down here for most of this and still keep time. I'm just letting the AFB manage things because it's usually a bit more competent than I am. In fact, if I just close the throttles for now, just want to see if the I do need another screenshot here. But if I'm just doing you know what? I'm going to do it this way. I need frontal lighting on this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have lied. Great. Said it was about 8 AM. Well, fuck that, haven't I? 8 AM, I see. Oh, we're going to start that outside. Right. So, focal point. It's right near the camera. And that gives us a great focus on that. So, let's go. So I'm just letting the train manage itself on rheostatics. Have I chosen? No, actually. I'll give it sort of until I see the speed decay below 100. But I just want to see, we pulled it off about, call it 48, call it 49, to be honest. Call it 49. So we're 1k in and we're bang on the money. We're now going up a slope of 1.2%. That speed doesn't wash off that fast. Just shows rolling resistance is great. You know? So we've done 1.5 kilometers without any power input. Put power back on now. But yeah, pretty cool. 44.2 is where we stick to the thingy. It's after Kleine Shimmer. Yeah, Kleine Shimmer. Help burn off. So it's 1 kilometer now to the 100. No, it's not. It's over 1 kilometer. We're fine. I'm gonna select. So, and what I'll do. New strategy coming up here. At about 800 meters to go, I'm just going to tap the AFB. No, as I sight the 600 meter post, which is at 45.2, which so is the 1k. Sorry. So there's our warning. Nothing to acknowledge, so hands off the PZB control. 45. I got 44.8. Just like that. And then the train immediately kicks through a static in. Brings us down to 100. I'm genuinely really excited to just smash this into rheostatic braking for the arrival. Thing is as well, this is the sort of direct replacement for the Taurus. And you can see the development of ideas from the Taurus, which is quite cool. And I know this doesn't flow as well for you guys as it does for me, because I was only driving the Taurus earlier today, and it was really cool because I found the reskin I really wanted for it, and it looks amazing. It's available from the Train Sim Community website. It has been for a while now. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, the reskin isn't. The scenario is. That's what I should have said. But yeah, it's quite a nice little run. This, I'm enjoying it. 100 to the 38.1 milepost. Well, we dropped to 90, and then a comment later we're at 70. So really, we need to plan that a little bit better, because yeah, that'll be coming through the curvy bits, I think. There's a curvy. No, it's not actually. 1 miles off the curvy bits. Bear in mind, we will get pulled out at about the sort of 4-mile marker. So we've still got 40k of running. It's about 20 miles. So still a long way from home. We'll We'll pass Freiburg Sachs next, which is at the 40.1 mile post. It's at the 38.1 mile post that we go to 90, and the 37.1 that we go to 70. Mildenhütten, which always sounds to me like mud huts, probably is what it is, or mouldy huts. Look at that regen going though. I'm really excited to see what that adds up to by the end of the run. You know, the sort of the quote for the underground when they went to regenerative stock is they'd basically get free power for 2 months of the year by switching to the regen break on the S stock, and that's insane. Like, for obviously for the relevant line, but still, it's just a crazy way to think about it. Freiburg Sachs. We've driven into here before, I believe. Well, we've driven past it for sure. I've messed about in it a few times. Cool thing that comes with this route that I should... Hello? That I should show off more in a future video are Nooswagons. Log wagons. Oh no, they come with... Well, they come with this and... Is it the 155? Or one of the ones for RSN? Res ignored. 40. Still got a ways until we need to be at 90. When we see what I'm probably going to do is brake early and just go straight down to 70. 363 to spring behind us now. And drop lighting up for you if you want. Oh god, hello. So continuing our Vectron Capture, we've got our caution now for the 90. Nothing to acknowledge. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to, like I say, give it a beat. Next mile marker I see will brake, but I'm going to brake all the way at the 70 there. It just makes sense to do it that way. I'm not nailing speeds as much, but I don't really care. Yeah, okay, I've probably left that a bit late. No, it's fine. Look at Vectron go. This one does have an associated warning. Drop to 70. Okay. So we've got, it's basically, yeah. We've got the 70 locked in. What I actually do, just as a result of that AFB activation, or that PZB, so I can't release myself from that, is I'm going to go to 65 until I can release from that. Should hopefully be passing this signal. No, I can't. That's a shame. So I'm going to just drop to 65, which definitely pulls us below the 70, and that's all I'm bothered about. We stay at 70 now until the 35.8 mile post. Well, that's 600 metres, of course. And there's our 70 mile post. There we go. So we're now permitted to run at 70. So what I'll do is I'm just going to advance that back up to the 70 part. Come on. AFP goes back up to 70. And that way we can run at our regular speed again. I really wish the train wouldn't power. In fact, to save it from powering, close my throttles. There we go. And that then means the AFB will just let it coast up to speed. Absolutely gorgeous valleys we dive over here as well. Are we going... We're on level ground, yeah. I'm just going to stay at 68. That's fine by me. It's a good place to be, in fact. 36.8. So, like I say, we should 36. We should see the next mile. Well, the next speed mile. Sorry, this is Mildenhütten we're approaching. Mouldy huts. Mouldy old huts. Mouldy old huts. Let's try that horns again, eh? There we go. It's a really long train, this, isn't it? So many wheel flats as well. And they're not my fault. We've had no emergency brake applications yet. Yeah. Yeah, we've actually just gone past the mile marker there. Because we watched the entire train go past. Yeah. Right. So we've got one more mile marker, and then we can go up to our next speed, which is 90. Welcome acceleration today, eh? Yeah, we've got a good little bit of acceleration here, so we've now got another 3k, then we go back up to 110 for a bit. Well, for about 5k. Just shows how long the train is. You've got a really longish view back there now. The load isn't loading for the entire train. That's how long this is today. You can just see the end of it snaking around there. It shows how much resistance there is, though, putting on the train right now. Because all of that train's flanging around curves. And of course, trains are really efficient in a straight line. As soon as you make them go around curves, they become much less efficient because the wheel, instead of being perfectly flush against the rail and zooming straight along, is at an angle. And that's why you're getting that sort of squealing sound. Not the rattling sound, that's the running noise, but that is high-speed flanging. And that is basically the wheel is a slight angle to the rail and it's grinding. And when you're producing sound, you're wasting energy. Energy doesn't come from nowhere. Some of that 40 kilonewtons that we're putting out the back is getting turned into noise. And that's obviously, but you amplify that across the entire train, quite a bit of waste. You go into a straight line, it's much less waste. Might be only 1 or 2 kilonewtons, but still, it's a lot of waste, that you could do without. And if you multiply that out across all the trains running in the world right now, it's massive. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk on basic high school physics. 120 post, 31.4. So it's the 30 points, call it 8, that we can accelerate further at. I sound my horn when people are too close to the platform edge. So yeah, we'll do it now. The reason I'm doing it like this is, obviously we're slightly more than 600 meters long. The time it takes me to look down, adjust, tap, and the train to go over 90 is more than 100 meters of distance travelled. So it basically just means that the train's definitely clear, and we're definitely not going to do a speed today. Okay, 26.2 next. So 25.9, which is our next 90 post. Really enjoying this, actually. You know what? It doesn't feel like I've been sitting here for 40 minutes. And that is rare for me to say. Although I've still got another 20 minutes I've got to talk through. Oh dear. Sorry. But yeah, sorry, I've not had much going on lately. Pokemon Go, that's back in my life in a big way. Probably not a healthy way, but hey, to be fair, it's getting me out of the house, and it's a good way to regiment yourself to do one thing a day. Oh, cool, X extraction time. So I was a bit of gunk on my X key, so I went to scratch it clean, and then obviously did that. Um, 27 fall. 25.9 is our next concern. So we're dropping 20k. So I'm going to drop, yeah, we'll do it the 90 post. So we do have a magnet here. And it's wanting to drop us to 70. Great. So again, though, the air brakes, they're not moving. Or they're moving a little bit too... Oh, no, yeah, we've got about a bar of brake pressure applied. That's a shame. Shame it's not doing it exclusively on rear start expansion. I don't know how... There is a way to force it to do that. Great. Well, I did say I hadn't been checked out yet. Also, you'll notice my character's wearing a DB hat. It's always fun. I said freeze, but it's clearly not. Oh, that's fun. So to get we need bars back. Let's take power again. We are on an uphill grade this time. This is going to be fun to watch. So you see how much... So first of all, that bringing the train to a stand gave us 100 kilowatt hours of brake. That's interesting to see. Let's go back to what we did before. 68%. 71 will do. See if that gives us adhesion. So we've got adhesion. The train should pick itself up momentarily. We are still, to be fair, letting brakes out some of the wagons. It'll pull at any second now. Hold it off and quick release. Hold it off and quick release. But it's at this point that you move train. Bear in mind how long we are. That's what's causing the issue here. Of course. Also, there's no post on the back of this train, which is... If we just fully close our throttle now. Let all the it still says I'm slipping my wheels. That's fun. And it's giving quite a strong brake application. So if we just slowly step it up again like we did last time. Hmm. 10 kilonewtons of motor at a time. If I've beached it, I've been really sad because I've enjoyed this video so far. Beached is not the technical term for a train, stalled it is, but you know. So 60 kilonewtons aside, it's where you want to be. So you can see we've reduced the power back down now, but motor 3 is still slipping. It's got reduced adhesion going on. Heard the click and it triggered a memory, I'm sorry. Just see what happens if it sits there for a bit. Genuinely no idea why it won't pick up and move. So you can see, this is my indications here, right? Got 5 full bars of brake, which is like brakes under pressure. So brake pipe pressure, sorry, which is a full release. Do an overcharge. Sometimes helps in this game. You wouldn't do it in reality, but it helps in this game. Don't ask me why, it just does. There you go. Let's pick the train up. So I don't know why it helps in train sim sometimes, but it's a hack to get the train moving. It wouldn't work in reality and it shouldn't work in the game, but it's just use the game's mechanics against itself and all that. Right. There we go. So, now that we're going over that power, I'm just stick full power on. It'll give it more tractive effort. Now, I'm going to set my AF BAM to 45. It should stop us at 40 Rampe, because Vectrons are sexy like that, but I don't trust it right now, so I'm setting my AFB to 45. Actually, it's released me fully now. Great. So now that we've been released, we can go up to 90. Green aspect, because we sat there for so long. If we were following anything, it's gone. We're 25.4. Our next deceleration point is for 23.5, and that's to 80. We do drop to 70 and then 60 for a bit, but not for long. 60 is like 300 meters around the curve, basically, I think. Obviously, it's a kilometer, well, kilometer for us by the time we've let the back of the train through, but we don't talk about that. Just insane how long these are. Again, the mighty Vectron just picks it up and runs with it. Love a Vectron. Love me a Vectron. Love me a Vectron. You know what? We'll go to 80 since we've got the warning post for it there. If this gives me another 70, I'll be very upset. No, it doesn't. 80. It is also very dark, like I say. It appears to be an autumnal day. What's the date? Yeah, it's October. A bit more autumnal than I remember October being, but eh. And now I've got I've got full rear static braking, so that is going to fly up again. Two six. Yeah, we are. We're in the 80. Sorry, my apologies. I got confused. $21.9 is our next point of interest. There's another Dosto comes around the curve going the other way. There's the 90, of course. Down by the river we are now. Oh crap, that was a mistake. Made the mistake of tapping, I shouldn't have. Okay, it's about time to go now anyway, so yeah. But I'm going to close my throttles. Yeah, there's our meet. And I'm basically just going to hopefully let the train release itself out of brakes. And then just coast up to that 90. Because we are rolling down a slope still, right? Yep, we're rolling down a decent hill. As those brakes wash off, that'll pick back up. And it just saves a bit on the power. Look at that, we're getting about a quarter of our yeah, no, a bit better than a quarter. That's pretty crazy. Obviously, we are going down a hill here, which is fine. But still, it just shows how much, you know, we're doing for the environment. Being the good guys on the Vectrons. That was... Didn't look for magnets. I'm sorry. I'm horrendous. As a human. Didn't plan that. Well, we're doing more for the environment, aren't we? And we're on a pretty steep downslope this time, at least. That's on me. Thing is, though, so the first time it happened, I would be tempted to call that a bug, because I was braking. But the second time round, I would call that more of a more of a sort of error that would happen in the real world. Sorry, I've completely lost my brain there for a second. Interesting that fluctuations in the brake rate. I think that is as we're seeing the brakes released throughout the train. You can see there's brake in the system still. Until I get that brake off, it won't go anywhere. There are too many brakes for us to overforce it. Pull against, sorry. I'll put 10% power on. There we go. Finally, the brake cylinder's dropping. So we've now got brake off. And again, train picks up and goes immediately. So we're in a 70 now for the next kilometre. Well, we're in a 70 for the next kilometre from there. 12, and straight into full power we go. Like I say, as soon as we pull past about the sort of 10 kilometres an hour mark, you can go straight into full power and the train will manage itself quite well. In the dry, that is. I should do some stuff in the snow, shouldn't I? I need to do some videos for the 101. Like I say, I've got no idea which order this will go out in, but you'll see it when it comes out. You'll see when it comes out. Okay, I'm going a bit quick though. Apologies for that. I do wish there was like a readout of what the AFP was set to, like down here or something. That'd be quite handy. Well, now we're in the valley, which I love this little run. It just looks so moody and yeah. Not a thumbnail, more just a screenshot for thingy. The thing is, being in a valley, you need the lights on it with that dark. I'm not looking forward to the winter. Wave to the swinger. Honestly, Regio Swinger, proof that that name was designed by someone with no comprehension of the English language. Or someone with a horrific sense of humour. 17.2, we're approaching it now. Yeah, there's our XL 0.90. But at 14.5 we go to 60, so just being aware of that. But that full rear started kicking in, love it. Now, because it's time to accelerate, or it will be momentarily, I am trying to close that throttle off. It is now. And again, we're going down a warning 2.5% slope. Why waste power? Let gravity do the hard work here. We've now put back. Thing is, had I not had that emergency brake application, it'd be interesting to see how that would compare. We are putting back an impressive amount though. As long as I don't stop again, or I only stop once, obviously at the end, then yeah, this would be quite fun. So it's 15.8 now. A 60 is at 14.5. I am going to go to the 60, put 60 in my system now. Is it just that I'm being caught out by... So I'm replicating what happened last time, basically. I might have been caught out by that. No, I don't think I would have been. Huh. Really interesting, this. I'm just monitoring, so... Obviously, as you can see, the TS HUD is telling me what I can slow down at. I'm not using that for anything other than just what the actual limiter will be set to. I wonder what caused us to get tripped out last time. This is the go via marker. Got a cautionary aspect here as well. A single amber, red ahead. At the 60 post, which is a handy time to have it because I'm at slow speed now. Which is our 70 warning goes back in, which is fine. Because we're at 60. Now, after that 60, next signal's in at 13.6. I may actually, because there's our 110, I'm not going to accelerate until I sight the departure signal for the station. But that is a repeater, I believe, which is telling me... No, it's a stop signal. Right. Oh no, we're going down the back. Phew. I don't know if that was just a signal to say you're going down the back, Emily, or what, but yeah. It's probably him that we're being held for. So actually, what I'll do, I'm just going to slow us right down to a crawl. Jab. Oh well. Yeah. Actually, entirely justified for emergency brake application there. We're not stopping for that. Hung! Is that where they give us the rewind point? Well, you saw me do a spot there. But luckily, that's why they put that there. I was wondering why they did that. Right. Nothing happened. You all imagined that. 40 in the box. Oops, make the HUD go away. In fact, let's go right down to 20. You all imagined that. I was perfectly competent there. You weren't. So because we know there's an adverse signal coming by that indication, that last signal, and oh, I see a Regio service that looks to be departing. We must be following him down. We'll hit the AFE reset there. So what I've done is I've pulled my speed right down. And I'm in idle, so it won't accelerate, it'll only brake us now, which is good. Because basically I just want to stop. So we are at Tharndt, which is at 13.8 mile post. That signal is horrifically sighted behind that tree. We are getting some shine through of the red, but you can't see it clearly enough. Horrifically sighted signal. So we're just going to approach it dirt slow. And you know what? 15 is actually a pretty good place to be, like, dead slow. Like, call it, what, 10 miles an hour that we're approaching it at, which is probably a good pace to do it at. You know what? It's a tiny amount of power. Because also, if they're trying to put someone around us, we want to get the back of our train off the main line for them. But we don't know that, so we're just approaching defensively. See, we're against a danger aspect. Yes, I was just wondering if there was a timer to give us an indication of, oh, you're going to sit here for like 20 minutes, you know? I'm not sure that the full train's going to fit into this siding, that was the problem. So I'm not sure what's being put around us or how. Because, yeah, we entered... Well, call it 13... Call it 14 that we entered at, and this is 13.4. When the train doesn't fit. No way we're going to fit into that. So what I'll do, because we're now coming to a stand, of course, we're on the 500 Hz magnet, which is saying it's 35 restriction, which is fine. And what I'm going to do is just put a step-on brake application on. 1B. Just enough to slightly increase the pressure in the system to bring our train to a stand. In the interest of TS, stay below 25 and 500 Hz signal area. Fine. I'm not leaving the cab, so I can leave myself set up that. What I should do is... How flat's the ground here? Fairly. Actually be a fun experiment, this. So fully apply that brake. And then we will release the brake in the rest of the train. Just see if we remain stationary. We should do. Oh, we've got the road. Right. We've got that, we've got that. We're going to go 25 still because we, of course, got the restriction there. And just because we're pulling away. We are being pushed down this slope at the rear. There we go. It's a good little engine, is the Vectron. Genuinely, I love driving this thing. It's 13.4 that we're at. So this is the 120 acceleration point. So when we get back on the main line, we can go for 110. But you know, I'm going to go for... So we've got... This is the bit where I can get clever. He is probably stopping. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 stops before we could get... Before basically he gets, like, we disappear from around him. We are in restricted monitoring for now, which is fine. It's actually 110 in this segment. I don't want to accelerate until I get onto the main line proper, I don't think. No, you know what? Sod it, let's do it. If I get hit by another adverse signal, we'll just slow down again. I want to see how quickly this can do 0 to 110. 0 to 70 time for Vectron. Let's go. So what? I'd say we pulled away 20 seconds ago. Haven't got a clock. Wonderful. Oh no. So I'd say we pulled away, yeah, 20 seconds ago. So we need probably another 100 meters on that siding to be able to... It's interesting getting put down the side though, because he should get put, obviously get... He's on our road, basically, is what I'm trying to say. We should be on where he is. He's running Bang Road right now for some reason. Unless we're on the main line somehow. Oh look, there's a fellow freight friend. Right, we've got the road, but we've got the cautionary aspect there, so we're not going to get much faster than this. Which of course is fine, and it's a Habins that he is. So what I'm actually going to do, because we've got that cautionary aspect, we're going to stay at 80. Or 70 as he suggests. Just monitoring this again. Want to see if I get tripped out. Nope. Good. We'll stay at 70 for this. I think because I'm used to PZB on passenger mode, when I'm... So that... There wasn't a signal there then. Fascinating. That's a cautionary aspect. We now need to do the... So I don't know why that happened, I'll be honest. I wish it sort of said, this is what, you know, why you got the emergency brake. I'm going to just let the train brake off fully now. I'm holding it in a quick release position. So I've got the... like that, and I've got the local brake held in mid-fly. And then local train brake gets released, and there's a little bit of juice. I've got traction in the meters. Let's go up to about 58%. Brakes fully drop off now. Train's just in release mode now for the brakes. Got that cautionary aspect again. I was enjoying this video, really was, about 25 minutes ago. Just give you that manoeuvre. Just stick the air compressor on for a bit. So, after a wait, that certainly didn't leave me wondering if this train would ever move again and thinking that I'd somehow massively destroyed my train sim. It's fine. We're just going to full power now as we are moving again. So, because the signal actually reverted to a green, don't ask why we've moved beyond it, it was terrifying. But you can see next signal for us even now is a green. That's how I'm sort of trusting that, because we moved past it and then got stuck. I'd normally ring the signal and go, am I allowed to proceed? And they'd say, yeah. You wally. But yeah. Anyway, so power is on, we're moving. 11.0 is our current milepost, so I'm just going to recalibrate myself now. So yeah, we're in the 100 limit, so 100 is a good place to be. So there we go, got the full power on. Sadly that number was reset, so I had to basically reset the simulation because it got stuck. But everything's back to normal now. That can get reset and go away. We hit a 120 in 9.3, which is our next acceleration point. Of course, 8.6 is really where we can accelerate, but then by 7.7 got me back out to 110. So really we'll go for 110. That's probably the train we're following. No, it's coming back northbound. I do have TSW God mode, which is quite handy. But it will probably break things in the long-termness of this scenario. Also, train museum, that's cool. Old coaches, thumbs up. We don't talk about the interwar era for Germany, but the rest of them, yeah, thumbs up. 10.0. So yeah, it's 9.3. Sorry, so it's 8.6. So through the end of Freital Deuben, Hauptbahnhof, is where we got up to 110. But yeah, we're now sort of on the approach to the Dresden S-Bahn lines, which is quite cool. And just to show you where we're sort of going, we've got that far left. We've done all of that. Makes it feel like an achievement. It does for me, at least, because it fucking was. So yeah, this is Freital Deuben. Just past the end of it. But yeah, you can see immediately got the 110 warning there. No PZB magnet. Therefore, no acknowledge. 8.6. There's our cue for 110. And again, we're going down a slope, so just idle throttle it. Idle throttle job. Hundred warning. As we are coming down a slope, well. No, you're right. I'm wrong. 100. Brakes. I'm incompetent as usual. It's slightly bewildering. I'm a little bit lost, I will be honest. 6.8 though is where we hit the 100. We're 100 now, which is fine. Cool the amount of regen we're doing. It'll be interesting to see, even with that sort of one pull away and then one deceleration to a stand, how well we do. 70 warning. I'll acknowledge it. And then put 70 in the box. No, 70 I said. Come on, train. Yeah, okay, that was justified. That just didn't break in time. I didn't break in time, but yeah. One last round sprint. At that though, we've used literally coming up on half. Could be just put need 2 more kilowatt hours, and then which we won't get. Then it'll be exactly half. So we hold the brake off one last time. One last time. Da 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 da. One last time. Ba, ba, da, ba. Use tiniest amount of power. I'm literally just want to see this thing coast away. If I can make it do that. So we've got brake pipe. It's just the length of time it takes there to travel down the train, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's how you change PZB mode for those of you playing at home. Quite literally. I've got 10 bar in the main res. That's how much overcharging I'm doing. Well, not overcharging, but please reach the brakes I'm doing. I'm gonna have to use power. We are on a down slope and it is saying safe to release. Just need the train to move first. Oh, I don't. That's slope kicking in. Immediately slip on that first axle. I always find you get a slip on the first axle on the Vectron, and I do genuinely wonder if the first axle is slipping and then conditioning, or supposed to be at least, slipping and then conditioning the railhead for the rest of the train. There we go, pick it up and go. I get up to 10 and then just see if... You know what, full power, sod it, let's go. Let's go. So, 4.0 milepost now, so it's a 70 there. That's interesting. I said we're released. It says we're still restricted. That's fun. It'll drop out in a second, probably. Long before we go through 45. Hopefully. Otherwise, we may get smacked by PZB one last time out of sheer revenge. Yeah, so twice we got smacked because I fully deserved it. I'm just checking. We'd have arranged this probably beforehand, so we get pulled off. Not too. Oh, and it's starting to rain. That I didn't arrange. But hey, if we have to stop one more time now, I'd be really sad. Just want to see if how much the train accelerates, even on idle. Not much. Sorry, so that's a song from a musical called Babies, and that's what's been stuck in my head for months. Right, the rain's picking up as we enter Dresden, so put our wipers on. Acknowledge this signal. Should probably be a 45, and I'll make me cry. 70. Fine, I'm going to stay at 60, because that's the kind of person that I am. I love the design of this station. That wood is so cool. Like the wooden canopies, I enjoy. It just feels so much less utilitarian, so much more nice than the most of the stuff you see in the UK railways at the moment. Cautionary aspect, flashing yellow, which basically means we're being turned out. I'm going to stick us at 60 purely because I think that's a good position to take for a turnout. Flashing amber again. 2.4, 2 yellows. 70 still. I'm going to pull it down to 40 because I'm paranoid. I know we're getting turned out, so pull our train speed. Come on. 40. I've got loads of rear starter going in obviously now. Train will be struggling for footing on the thing here. Oh, we're getting swung out in front of him. I'm going to do my sorry wave to him as we cross over. Sorry. Hand signal done. Right, we're getting crossed in now. We've got 40. 40 is a good speed for going 3 yards. Is it not? Yes, it is. And then we'll stop up against it at the end. So, power goes off. I'll skip over some point work here. We need to make sure we stop right up against the signal because we got long today. We got a bit late as well. I apologise to that. To the colleague on the Costello. Okay, so a bit of brake going to go on there just to... Uh-oh. Help us get down, otherwise so we don't get smacked again. Sharp brake application, because this speed just isn't washing off at all with him. You know what? Now I'm going to keep that sharp brake application going. It's going to get us in vaguely the right place. Oh my god, stop. Planned. Right. Woo. So, that was a heck of a drive. Right, let's quickly secure the cabin and we'll disembark off the loco. So, brake pipes destroyed, neutral. Do you want that on? Because this thing's going to sit here for a while until the end of rush hour. Set it to reds on the front. So basically set the parking brake on the loco. I don't have permission because it started the new service now. Wonderful. There we go. And the only thing I want to do is my headlights, set those to tail lamps. So got the pan down, we've got the parking brake set. To be honest, just battery off the loco. I'm going to leave that since our colleague is, I can see him walking over basically. I've secured the loco as I'm leaving it. Oh my god, this is going to go well. That'll do. You can see the Vectron parked up there. For some weird reason, it's got lights at that end now. Okay, we're going to ignore that. Thank you guys so very much for watching today's video. I really enjoyed that run. I hope you guys did too. Thanks for watching. Until next time, folks. Bye for now.